Hey guys, welcome back to Sentimental Gaming. This is episode 2 for Shadow of the Colossus. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed the first episode, or if this is your first time with me, make sure you go back and watch episode 1, where we took out Valus. But like I said, thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, all that jazz. We're gonna get right into the video. So if you guys remember last episode, we took on Valus. Wasn't a hard fight, it's more of just a tutorial. Get you into the... kind of help you get the hang of the mechanics for taking on the Colossi in this game. Not a hard fight though. Then we also went back to the temple, got to see our shadow people. Saw the first totem break down. And then we were informed of our next fight, which is going to be Quadratus. Either way, it's going to be a good fight. This episode's going to be a little bit shorter, mostly because the first episode had the main cutscenes and all that jazz. We're going to get pretty much right into it here, so... Yeah! And that is our very first altar, which, if you pray before it, will heal you. Right over there in that corner. You'll see a couple of them throughout the game. There's usually one right in front of most of the later boss fights. Not all of them, but most. Anyway, before we head over to Quadratus, I'm gonna go and see if I can find the first lizard, which should be right over here somewhere around these rocks. Now, like I said in the last episode, whenever you do find a fruit in one of the trees or one of the lizards running around, if you kill it and pick up its body, you will get an increase to your health and stamina respectively. Fruits for health, lizard for stamina. Now the downside is if you kill one but you're not able to actually reach its body, it disappears and you won't have access to it anymore for the rest of the game. There's more than you need in the game, especially for the achievement to max out your health and stamina gauges, but just to be safe, you know, keep an eye on them. Make sure they're not in an inaccessible spot before you take your shot. Don't want to lose them. Not worth it. And there he is. He should fall straight down. Now if you watch my stamina bar, it's almost unnoticeable, but it's there. Just increased slightly. Go get back on Arrow here and run over to Quadratus. Now, just a couple of facts before we actually get to him. Quadratus is the first quadruped, the first four-legged Colossus in the game. He's also roughly 140 foot tall, second tallest Colossi in the game. There's only one that beats him, and he's actually about twice the size of this Colossi we're about to see in a second. He made a couple of cameo appearances in Little Big Planet, where you could get him as a costume. He's also the very first Colossi to break out from a wall. There's one Colossi later in the game that comes from behind a wall, but the wall actually moves for him. So this is the only one who breaks out. go. Now this boss should have 3 actual weak points that will do major damage, and on the bottom of each hoof has a soft spot you can hit with an arrow that will make him drop to at 1 knee. I'm just trying to mark his weak points right now. You see him right there though, that's the ones on the bottom of his foot. Holy barrow right over here. As you can see, there's one on his side there. There's also one on the top of his head and one at the base of his spine. The easiest way to get him down the first time, really any time, is wait for him to rear up. Just like this. Get him right there. Now he'll go down and you can hop on his arm here. Regain our stamina real quick. That was my mistake. Well, another way you can get this guy down is by shooting the underneath of the hoof right as he's stepping, which honestly isn't that difficult. Might take you a few tries, but there you go. If you're careful though, you should only have to get on him once. It shouldn't take more than that. Now my recommendation as far as which spot to attack first, either the head or the tail, first and second, it won't matter, but I would always leave his side for last. Mostly because it's a lot harder to get back up to regain your stamina than it is, say, right here or right on his head. Now, if you have full stamina and you drop down to the weak point on his side, you should be able to get the last few hits before you fall. One down. Pull that up to his head next. Should just be one more. There it went. Forgot which side it was on there for a second. Well, like I said, if you just fall off right down here, you should be able to get the whole attack without much problem. Quadratus. Again, not a difficult fight. More just intended to show you the bow and give you an idea. It's actually the first fight where you can use arrow, your horse, but you don't really need it. Two Colossi down. Alright guys, so thanks for joining me for episode 2 of Shadow of the Colossus. We took down Quadratus today, but in the next episode we're going to go after Gaius. If you missed my last video, make sure you click that video link and go check it out. Leave me a like. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see the next one, and we'll see you all soon.